Why do some people attract money effortlessly, while others work every single day and still feel broke? It's not magic. It's not luck. It's a mindset. And once you understand how money really works, you'll stop chasing it and start attracting it. Good day, everyone. Let's get one thing straight. Money behaves like a guest. If you chase after it desperately, it slips through your fingers. But if you create the right environment, one of value, trust, and purpose, it not only comes to you, but it stays. Too many people still think wealth is a product of luck, inheritance, or elite connections. But here's the truth. Money follows value. It doesn't reward effort alone. It rewards solutions. You see, millions spend their lives running after money, believing that if they just hustle harder, riches will eventually catch up. But that's not how it works. The real secret? Solve real problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money flows your way, naturally. Just take a moment and look around. Think about the biggest, most successful companies today. They didn't start by saying, "Let's make millions." No. They started with a problem, something broken, something missing. They saw a gap in the market, a pain point in people's lives, and they fixed it. Someone noticed the hassle of booking a ride, and boom, ride-sharing apps changed the world. Someone realized shopping could be simpler and built e-commerce empires. Someone saw how much businesses struggled with marketing and created digital tools that revolutionized advertising. The question they asked wasn't, "How can I get rich?" but rather, "What's broken and how can I fix it?" If you want to attract wealth, you need to train your mind to see opportunities where others see inconvenience. Listen to complaints. Watch for inefficiencies. Observe the little annoyances that most people ignore. Because behind every problem hides a golden opportunity. The moment you stop chasing money and start chasing solutions, you'll unlock doors that others don't even see. Here's the harsh truth. Millions of people wake up early, work long hours, give it their all, and still end up financially stuck. Why? Because they don't understand the language of money. Just like any other language, if you don't speak it, you can't use it. Money follows rules. And if you don't know those rules, you'll always be playing the game blindfolded. Most people think having a job and earning a paycheck equals financial security. But that's a trap. A person can make $10,000 a month and still be broke if they don't know how to manage, invest, or grow their income. On the flip side, someone who understands how money moves can turn a modest salary into lasting wealth. And where does that understanding begin? Financial education. Schools teach us algebra, history, and science, but rarely do they teach us how to handle money. No wonder so many talented, hard-working people still struggle financially. Financial literacy means learning how to save, invest, budget, manage debt, and build wealth. It means knowing what an asset is versus a liability. It's about understanding cash flow, making smart decisions, and thinking long-term. The richest people on earth don't just work for money. They make money work for them. They invest in real estate. They own stocks. They create intellectual property. They build businesses. And they don't let their money sit idle in a bank account, slowly losing value to inflation. They put it to work, consistently, strategically. Now maybe you're thinking, but money management sounds so complicated. That's exactly why so many avoid it. But learning about money is like learning any new skill. It takes practice, but anyone can do it. Start small. Read a book. Follow financial mentors. Track your expenses. Set aside a little for investing. Even tiny steps can lead to massive change over time. Because here's the reality. Money isn't just about numbers. It's about mindset. If you see money as a tool, something that helps you grow, serve, and build, you'll attract it. If you see money as scarce, stressful, and out of reach, you'll repel it. So don't just hustle. Understand how wealth flows. Learn the language. Shift your mindset. And in time, you'll stop chasing money. It will start chasing you. And here's one final truth that people often overlook. Success doesn't just require strategy or effort. It requires trust. In business and in life, trust is everything. A company can have the best product in the world, but if no one trusts it, it fails. The greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and creators, people like Jack Ma, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs, were trusted first, even before they were known. Because trust builds connection, and connection builds wealth. So if you want to build a future filled with freedom, impact, and abundance, don't just work hard. Work smart, and remember, solve problems, build trust, and let value lead the way. When people trust you, everything changes. Customers come back to businesses they trust. Employees stay loyal to leaders who treat them with honesty and dignity. Partners invest when they believe in your vision. Simply put, trust is a currency more powerful than money itself. While money can buy attention, trust earns loyalty, and loyalty leads to long-term success. But here's the thing, trust is fragile. You can spend years building it and lose it in seconds. A single lie, one broken promise, a dishonest deal. That's all it takes to destroy your credibility. And once broken, trust is painfully difficult to repair. That's why integrity is one of the most important traits of truly wealthy individuals, not just financially, but in character. Trust starts with consistency. Say what you mean and do what you say. If you promise something, follow through. If you offer a product or service, deliver it with excellence, not just once, but every time. Put customer satisfaction before short-term profit. Why? Because people notice. They notice when you're reliable, when you show up, when you stand by your word, and they're drawn to that. Now let's talk about something most people fear: failure. Failure hurts. It's uncomfortable. It's embarrassing. But it's not the enemy. It's the teacher. Every person who has ever built something meaningful has failed. The difference between success and stagnation lies not in avoiding failure, but in learning from it. Those who succeed are not fearless. They are relentless. Unfortunately, many people internalize failure. They think it means they're not smart enough, not good enough, or not capable enough. That's the real danger. Not failure itself, but what you choose to believe about it. Failure is not a verdict. It's feedback. It tells you what doesn't work so you can figure out what does. The worst mistake isn't failing. It's letting failure define who you are instead of refining who you're becoming. Think about it. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired for lacking creativity. Steve Jobs was kicked out of his own company. But they didn't quit. They learned. They adapted. They came back stronger. If they had given up, the world would have lost some of its greatest innovations. The lesson: embrace failure, but don't live there. When you stumble, don't waste energy feeling sorry for yourself. Ask, what went wrong? What can I do better? What's the next step? That shift in mindset is what separates those who stay stuck and those who rise. Still, many people remain trapped in failure because they take it personally. A failed business? I'm a failure. A rejected idea? I'm not good enough. A lost deal? I'll never succeed. But hear this loud and clear. You are not your results. A failed attempt doesn't mean you're a failed person. Detach your identity from your setbacks, and moving forward becomes a whole lot easier. Successful people don't fear failure. They expect it. They know it's part of the process. They don't see setbacks as signs to quit. They see them as stepping stones. They don't complain. They correct, improve, and keep going. But here's something else that silently shapes your success: the people around you. Who do you spend the most time with? Are they pushing you forward or pulling you back? If you surround yourself with 5 ambitious, intelligent, financially disciplined individuals, you will become the 6th. But if you spend your time with 5 negative, unmotivated, and financially reckless people, you'll become the 6th too. It's inevitable. Environment matters. Your circle influences your thoughts, your mindset, your actions, and ultimately, your destiny. Many people struggle not because they lack potential, but because they're in the wrong environment. If your circle constantly complains, blames, and lacks growth, sooner or later, you'll start doing the same. Even if you have big dreams, their energy will drain yours. They'll tell you your goals are unrealistic. They'll project their fear onto your future. On the flip side, when you're surrounded by motivated, focused, and successful people, your standards rise. Your perspective shifts. You think bigger, you work harder. You start seeing opportunity where others see obstacles. Being around people who challenge you doesn't feel easy, but it's necessary. They stretch you. They force you to grow. They help you believe in yourself, even when doubt creeps in. Conversations change too. When you talk with financially educated people, you learn new ways to build wealth. When you hang out with entrepreneurs, you start thinking like one. When you meet investors, you begin spotting opportunities you never noticed before. And remember, your circle isn't just your friends. It's your family, co-workers, business partners, and even the media you consume. If your daily content diet is full of toxic drama, negative news, or meaningless entertainment, your mindset will reflect it. Instead, choose to fill your world with voices that lift you up. Podcasts, books, mentors, communities that talk about growth, purpose, and strategy, not just gossip or fear. Building the right circle takes effort. Many people wait for successful mentors or leaders to find them. That's not how it works. You have to go out and seek them. Attend events, join communities, offer value, learn, listen, and build meaningful connections. When you're surrounded by winners, the game changes. And remember this, money doesn't just follow hard work, it follows environment. If you feel stuck, take a look around. Are you in a place that supports your growth or one that stunts it? If it's the latter, it might be time to shift your circle, because success isn't only about what you do, it's also about who you do it with. Surround yourself with people who challenge, inspire, and push you, and watch how success and money follow. They always do.